Before the marble temples of Greece, before Rome's legions marched, before the Iron Age kings carved their names in history, there was a forgotten era, an age of glittering cities, vast trade empires, sacred kings, and cosmic calendars, a world powered by a single invention: bronze. This was the Bronze Age, the first truly global chapter of human history. It lasted nearly 2,000 years. And then, in less than a century, it vanished. A mystery we are only now beginning to solve. Bronze, stronger than stone, easier to shape than iron. It allowed for tools, weapons, art, and empires. Origins of bronze: discovery of alloying copper and tin around 3300 BCE. Tools revolutionize agriculture, carpentry, and masonry. Bronze spears and swords change warfare forever. It was the silicon chip of the ancient world. Suddenly everything changed. Sumer, in what is now Iraq, saw the rise of the first true cities: Ur, Uruk, and Lagash. It was here that cuneiform, one of the earliest forms of writing, was invented. The kings of these cities were seen as divine shepherds, guiding their people. Ziggurats, the towering temples, rose like mountains on the horizon. Moving to the Indus Valley, in modern-day Pakistan and India, cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa showcased remarkable urban planning and sanitation systems. Interestingly, no palaces or temples have been found, leaving a social mystery that still intrigues historians. In Egypt, the unification under Narmer marked the beginning of the Old Kingdom. This era saw the rise of pyramids and the establishment of pharaohs as divine rulers. Hieroglyphs, the symbolic writing, were created to last for eternity. The Minoans of Crete are a fascinating example of peaceful power. The Palace of Knossos, with its advanced plumbing and vibrant frescoes of dolphins and bull leaping, is truly remarkable. Despite their sophistication, there were no defensive walls, which remains a mystery to us. Their worship centered around goddesses and bulls, and they used the undeciphered linear A script. According to an Aegean specialist, the Minoan civilization was highly sophisticated, artistic, organized, and very spiritual. Yet, we still don't know what they called themselves. Mycenaeans of Greece, warrior kings. Warlords rule from citadels: Mycenae, Tyrans, Grave Circle A, gold masks, weapons. Linear B script, early Greek, linked to Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. From these cities came the legends of Troy, Achilles, and Agamemnon. But these were more than stories. They were history remembered. The Hittite Empire in Anatolia, capital Hattusa, massive stone walls, lion gates, ironworking knowledge emerges. Tablets with international diplomacy, letters to Egypt, Babylon. The world's first recorded peace treaty between the Hittites and Egypt was written on clay. Egypt versus the Hittites, the Battle of Kadesh in 1274 BCE. Rameses II commands 20,000 soldiers and 2,000 chariots. It was the world's largest known chariot battle. The battle ended in a stalemate, but it led to immense propaganda. Warfare was organized, calculated. It wasn't chaos, it was theater with real lives on the line. The Bronze Age trade network. The Uluburun shipwreck, around 1300 BCE, carried 17 tons of cargo from over 10 regions. Exotic goods included ivory, tin, copper, glass, ostrich eggs, and lapis lazuli. There were long-distance connections between Britain, Egypt, and Central Asia. These weren't isolated kingdoms. They were part of a vast, thriving economy, the first age of globalization. The rise of writing and archives: Sumerian, Akkadian, Hittite, Egyptian scripts, linear B deciphered, Mycenaean record-keeping, archives at Mari and Ebla, over 20,000 tablets, communication between kings, the Amarna letters. What we're reading are royal emails from 3,000 years ago. They negotiated marriages, trade, even war. Cosmic religion and divine order, sun temples in Egypt, ziggurats as stairways to the heavens, sky gods, storm gods, fertility gods, rituals tied to astronomy and agriculture, Nebra sky disk from Germany, a bronze disk with gold celestial symbols, possibly the oldest depiction of the cosmos dating back to 1600 BCE. It proves what we've long suspected: the Bronze Age people weren't primitive, they were astronomers. Death and the afterlife. Egyptian tombs, mummification. Grave goods across the Mediterranean, Tholos tombs in Mycenae. human sacrifice evidence in some cultures. In death, the Bronze Age elite traveled with riches, and sometimes, with blood. Collapse of the Bronze World around 1200 BCE. Cities were abandoned or burned. Ugarit, Mycenae, Troy, Hattusa, literacy vanished. Trade came to a halt, entire cultures disappeared. The causes are theorized: climate change and drought, invasion of the sea peoples, earthquakes across the eastern Mediterranean, over-centralization, and social unrest. Within 50 years, the lights of civilization dimmed. A 2,000-year-old world vanished into legend. It was a domino effect. Disrupt trade and everything collapses: economies, armies, even belief systems. Yet from the ruins came rebirth. From the Bronze Age collapse rose Iron Age empires: Persia, Greece, Rome. Their myths remembered the kings and heroes of old. Their stories echo in us still. Homer's epics preserve Mycenaean memory. The Hebrew Bible preserves Canaanite history. Phoenicians created an alphabet inspired by Bronze Age scripts. Modern metallurgy traces back to the smelters of the ancient world. The Bronze Age is gone, but its spirit still burns, in language, in law, in myth, in us.